connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Idaho News 6.
Welcome to Idaho News 6. I'm senior reporter Don Nelson. Startling images out of Tamarack Resort, where crews are battling nearby wildfires. Here's some of what I encountered last night. You can see the smoke billowing behind the chairlift. Tonight, neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey joins us for day 2 of our live continuing coverage.
Yeah, thanks, Don. We're here on the shores of Lake Cascade, and frankly, we've seen more planes than boats on the lake today. We've seen super scoopers, fixed air wing planes, and helicopters coming in to fill up their tanks, all for the rock fire. Now, the rock fire is burning just outside of Tamarack Resort, and it looks like we've got a super scooper coming in to fill up its tanks here. We're gonna pan over there so you can take a look. Now, these aircraft, they actually come in and they don't stop on the lake. They've got these big tanks that they use, the speed coming in, and they fill the tanks as they go until water shoots out the side. They always work in pairs of 2, so you'll see another one right behind it, and these boaters here in the foreground are getting out of their way so they can do their work. So we've been seeing this all day long. Let's take a look. They're coming in and they're gonna skim that water, fill it up, and then dump that onto the fire just up the way. And windy conditions have been, oh, there it goes. See, now it's filling up the tanks, and we can see in just a second they'll be overflowing out of the side. There they are. So we've seen quite a few aircraft on the lake today, and all of that is because this fire. We spoke with the folks at Tamarack and the U.S. Forest Service. Take a look at that. Busy skies over Lake Cascade Thursday as crews continued battling the rock fire.
We have currently about 200 personnel on this fire, several hand crews, several engines, I think 20 different aerial resources, from very large air tanker, large air tankers, other various fixed wing and helicopter assets as well.
The fire still sits at 0% contained, and breezy conditions are fueling the spread of flames.
That said, helicopters, large air tankers, super scoopers aren't always the magic ticket to putting out a fire, but they definitely help out a lot. They really help us build a containment line. They slow down the fire spread.
Aerial resources work with ground crews to target areas they want to protect, like the Tamarack Resort.
The main bulk of the fire for the rock fire is outside just south of our boundary, but there are a few spots that have hopped into, if you're familiar with Tamarack Resort, the staircase area.
Beth Bowman with Tamarack Resort tells me they have their snow machines working around the clock across the mountain to add moisture to the air.
We extend our deepest gratitude to the local firefighters, local community and efforts, and even our own staff who are working tirelessly around the clock to help keep Tamarack Resort safe and help combat the situation.
For Idahoans like Scott Montgomery, wildfires are all too familiar.
So we wanted to see the plains. You know, we have a place in Warm Springs Mesa in Boise. We had 5 fires all the way around us.
We're still sitting at 0% containment for this fire, and the U.S. Forest Service has issued closures for all the forest land in this area, and that means the public is not allowed there while firefighters are doing their work. Reporting from Cascade Lake, I'm Brady Caskey for Idaho News 6.
Absolutely incredible images. One of the things I want to highlight too is the fact that there was mainly white smoke in the region, which is good compared to the last couple of days that saw very dark smoke off into the horizon. It's nice to see a little bit of fight back and forth, and I can watch those planes scoop up water all day long. Absolutely incredible, the precision that comes along with it. Let's take a look at our headlines. Slight temperature drop is going to follow us into the weekend. The really warm temperatures we've seen over the last few days, not going to see those heading into Saturday, Sunday, so be prepared for it. Taking a look at our extended outlook coming up in my main forecast, a lot of heat is going to be on the way. Plus, we do have some lingering smoke, unfortunately, heading into tomorrow, being caused by that fire. Taking a look at current temperatures, 93 degrees. We've got a little bit of wind passing on through, but I want to highlight something. Just a few days ago, we had a lot of pink on the map, highlighting red flag warnings. Now, Valley County, the Treasure Valley, a lot of Oregon on top of that, too. No red flag warnings issued for the region, which is a big bonus to us, which means it's not going to to be as dry and a lot less wind in the area on top of that too. Temperatures heading into tomorrow going to be into those 90s. We got clear skies too, but some smoke is expected in the forecast. We'll talk about that coming up. Your Treasure Valley traffic report, 27 minutes from downtown Boise to Meridian, mostly close to the connector, but I'm expecting this to start to shift on over to the main corridor, passing on through passing on through I-84. Going to be 42 minutes from Boise to Caldwell. As you can see, a lot of that closer to that 10-mile exit. So just be prepared for it. And a quick look at some of our traffic cameras on top of that as well. Conditions are a little congested. Make sure you're driving safe.
Heads up if you ever drive through this intersection at State Highway 16 and Highway 44. Big changes are already impacting traffic with construction underway on a complete new interchange. I'm your Star Neighborhood reporter, Greenlee Clark, with what you need to know to navigate the changes.
I think it'll be good eventually when it gets done, but it is going to bottleneck, some traffic. That's to be expected with construction.
Star resident Ray Hurst is keeping a positive perspective on the construction near his home. He knows how helpful the future highway will be for neighbors heading south from Emmett and other areas around Star. With very few concerns, he did mention how much street noise they already experience in the neighborhood. Expecting even more with the added Highway 16 interchange at 44.
If they could put a barrier in place on the overpass, that might help alleviate some of the noise.
Here's a look at traffic in the existing intersection around noon on a Thursday. I saw construction crews putting trenches and gas lines in place, and although all lanes were open at the time, lane restrictions are expected through construction. It's a project ITD says is long overdue.
This interchange is part of State Highway 16, which is going to be the first new freeway in Idaho in 4 decades.
ITD spokesperson Jill Yeomans tells me they'll do whatever they can to minimize impacts for drivers. But there will be some lane closures, flaggers, delays, and occasional detours with reduced speeds.
We're very excited about it because it's going to help thousands of travelers better travel through the Treasure Valley.
Construction started this week with completion anticipated in 2027. So until then, for neighbors like Ray, just keep in mind.
There's going to be traffic. Construction, as we all know, has been going on for years now. So just be courteous to one another and, play nice out there.
Neighbors are invited to learn more about this project at meetings later this month. You can find all those details on our website at idahonews6.com. I'm your Star Neighborhood reporter, Greenlee Clark, for Idaho News 6.
After decades of sitting dormant, this plot of dirt in West Boise is finally getting an upgrade. I'm neighborhood reporter Riley Shoemaker, where the city marked the first step towards transformation for Charles F. McDevitt Youth Sports Complex.
The 8 undeveloped acres sit alongside the park's busy baseball fields, home to the Northwest Ada Little League. But until now, it's been little more than an overgrown patch of weeds and piles of dirt along Eagle Road.
Now we're going to have a whole new complex for the neighborhood to enjoy here.
The city set aside $1.2 million for the makeover to better serve West Boise. Parks and Rec leaders say it checks an important box in their mission to make sure every Boise neighborhood has access to top-tier park amenities.
You've got play facilities now. You have, places where people can ride their bike. You have a pump track. We've got walking paths. Now all of a sudden you have something that people can really utilize.
The new space is set to open in 2026. I'm neighborhood reporter Riley Shoemaker, Idaho News 6.
I'm your Caldwell neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis, live at the Caldwell Night Rodeo grounds. And there's so many community members and rodeo fans eager to get inside the rodeo grounds to celebrate the 101st annual anniversary of this historic rodeo. Now, the rodeo just welcomed their new announcer stand that is part of the 7.5 expansion Capital One project. Now, this announcer stand has everything that you can dream of. And Idaho News 6 was the first media outlet, actually, to go inside and get an inside look of what this announcer stand looks like. Now, there's air conditioning, there's media rooms, there's so much space for everyone to just really get that rodeo experience. And speaking with president of the Caldwell Night Rodeo, Edward Lodge, he tells me this announcer stand is to take the rodeo to the next 100 years as they are celebrating that 101st annual anniversary. Now, when I tell you this announcer stand really is breathtaking, and it will take this historic rodeo to the next 100 years, and it's really really is special to have this. Now, there's so many community members, and I want you to take a look of them, just eager to come inside. Now, we're right here outside of the rodeo grounds, and people are getting scanned, security everywhere. The rodeo does sell out almost every year, and they are sold out tonight and are sold out Friday and Saturday. So don't fret if you're not here. Next year will be even better, as their expansion project is to be even greater for the next phase. Now, make sure to tune in tonight on Idaho News 6 as we show you all the fun we're having here. I'm your Caldwell neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis for Idaho News 6.
We hope to see you out there at this week's Albertsons Boise Open, presented by Chevron. Be sure to join us Sunday morning right here on Idaho News 6 for a special live presentation ahead of the final round. Coverage from the beautiful Hillcrest Country Club starts at 8 a.m.
An exclusive look inside the Oahe Early Childhood Learning Center, set to open doors to students next Monday. Outside the new Oahe Early Childhood Learning Center, it may look like construction is in full swing. But inside, final preparations are underway to welcome Boise's youngest students. I'm your Boise Bench neighborhood reporter Sahana Patel, and I got an exclusive look inside and the role this space fills for the surrounding neighborhoods. What are you most excited about for school?
Making friends.
As summer break comes to an end for Boise Bench preschoolers, teachers at the new Oahe Early Childhood Learning Center are preparing to welcome more than 200 students.
This building is meant for and built for and thoughtfully planned for age 3 to 5-year-olds.
We've been bringing you continuing coverage on the school's transition from a K-6 campus since back in April 2024. Before the school district made the decision, public records show enrollment trailed nearby Hillcrest and Whitney Elementary by more than half. This summer, crews started renovating, turning the existing space into an environment specifically built for tiny learners.
Down to new playground, water fountains being lowered, tiny toilets in our bathrooms, and just the flow and intentionalness in our learning spaces.
Parents and students can get their first look and meet their teachers this Friday. On the Boise Bench, I'm your neighborhood reporter Sahana Patel for Idaho News 6.
Now, Isaiah Sharp with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
Current temperature sitting into those low 90s. We got a little bit of wind on top of that as well. A beautiful summer day and a little bit of a break from some of those triple-digit temperatures we felt on Wednesday and on Tuesday. So love seeing a little bit of a break that is currently taking place. It'll follow us heading into the weekend as well. So get your plans ready if you don't have any at this moment. Taking a look at the smoke that is being caused by the rock fire. It's been one of the more attention-getting fires just because of how quickly it expanded and how close it is to Tamarack on top of that too, and it's going to have an impact a little bit on the Boise region. You can see a little bit of that smoke lingering into the earliest parts of Friday morning. Idaho City is going to have some fairly moderate to dense smoke over the top of it. A lot of that more dense smoke is going to be sitting closer to Valley County, but yes, the northern part of the Boise region is going to be feeling it, closer to Bogus Basin Road on top of that as well. The good news, all of that is set to clear on out, but we do have some light smoke that's going to roll on into the afternoon, and so just be prepared. Hopefully won't have too much of an impact on your day. You can see as the weather patterns start to kick on up, some very extremely dense smoke making its way to the east. Luckily, we are not in that path and we aren't expecting too much activity. Might have some more light smoke pass on through going into Saturday as well, but it shouldn't put too much of a damper on what this weekend has in store. What could potentially is the chances of showers. Taking a look at our weather patterns, as you can see, potential showers moving into the earliest parts of Sunday. Late Saturday, we might see a little bit of precipitation go on through, and then Sunday afternoon, a couple of thunderstorm cells starting to pop on up. We're going to pay attention to these, so make sure you tune in tomorrow, and on Saturday we'll have the latest regarding the chances of storms going on through. Hopefully won't impact the day too much. This is late into the afternoon though, so just be prepared for it. After that, it's going to be clear skies and a heat up that is on the way. So these low 90s will be nice into the weekend. The start of the work week is going to bring some warmer temperatures, and even further past that, Think Wednesday, Thursday, next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we could see some very warm temperatures. Our 6 to 10 day outlook has got the hotter than normal conditions right over the top of Salt Lake City, and the Boise and Twin Falls and Idaho Falls region falling into that hotter than per usual category 2. So August doesn't look like to be closing out on a cool note whatsoever. That was kind of expected, but it's going to be impressive to see the jump in temperatures. We'll enjoy these low 90s for the meantime, though. Some morning smoke on the way, and hopefully into the afternoon, the more moderate stuff will move out of the region, but temperatures sitting almost across the board into those almost mid 90s, but low 90s for a majority of the day. Western Central Mountains going to be sitting into the 80s for McCall and Cascade. 90s expected everywhere else, and a lot more smoke expected for them, unfortunately. Just expect the next few days while those wildfires are being fought to just have a lot of smoke density in the region. Temperatures will sit into the 80s, will fall into the 70s on Sunday, but then a decent climb expected heading into Tuesday and Wednesday. That's around the same time the Treasure Valley region is going to be feeling it as well. Low 90s expected heading over the weekend. 94, a little bit of a jump on Monday, and then Tuesday we'll see 96 is one of the warmest of the week. We'll have a pair of 95s going into Wednesday and Thursday, but like I showed you, going beyond that, heading into next weekend, we could see a little bit of a warm up. So enjoy the next 3 days. I do believe the Caldwell Rodeo is going on. The Boise Open's going to be out there too. Enjoy the nice temperatures and go enjoy all the fun that's going to happen heading into this weekend.
Idaho News 6 Allergy Report is brought to you by Boise Valley Asthma and Allergy Clinic.
Here's your allergy report update. Still sitting at 33, barely over the low category into the moderate, mainly because of chenopod. It is that time of the year. We're going to continue to see this as the top dog. Right behind that is grass. Also saw some ragweed and pine out there sitting into the other category, but still nice to see it into the moderate and sticking around that low category as well.
Idaho Back Roads, brought to you by Treasure Valley Subaru.
This one has been on my list for a long time. I'm your Idaho Back Roads neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent, and welcome to Goldbug Hot Springs.
You have to work to get here, but the serene pools make every step worth it.
I think we're getting close. I think we're getting real close.
In between Salmon and Chalice lies a natural wonder. And after visiting Goldbug Hot Springs, it's easy to see why this is one of the most popular hot springs in Idaho. And people come from all over to experience the magic of this crystal clear water.
It's the best hot spring there is to hike to.
I thought the allure of Goldbug would be the view, and it's pretty spectacular, but I came away surprised at how many pools it features, with the hottest ones at the top. But on this day, the cooler pools down below hit the spot, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed this cave. I found it hard to believe this grotto exists.
With the water coming in over the top and the water a little cooler down here, you can look up at the falls and you can look down at the falls, and it's just a great place to hang out.
It's really important to protect gems like this. People can camp, but they need to be at least 500 feet from the springs. Please practice leave no trace principles and go ahead and bring an adult beverage. Just don't bring it in glass containers.
I'm your Idaho Back Roads neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent, for Idaho News 6.
Now we'll look outside from the Treasure Valley Chevy Dealers Tower Cam.
A final look at that forecast. Temperatures into the low 90s going into Friday and this weekend. Prepare for some light smoke into the morning time, but hopefully it'll clear out as the evening rolls on in. Very clear skies and temperatures sitting into those low 90s, but a warm up on the way. 96 will be the warmest that you'll see heading into Tuesday. Hey, thank you so much for joining us here in Idaho News 6. We'll have a recap tonight at 10 o'clock. I hope to see you there. Until then, have a great evening.